My presentation is entitled Facing Very Smart Students. Since long ago, in all provinces in Indonesia, there have been known to be favorite high school schools. Most of these schools are government schools. In the last 20 years, the existence of these favorite schools has grown. If your favorite school is limited to government schools, now it is not anymore. Today, there are already favorite private schools popping up. In the province where I live, there are at least 3 favorite government schools and 4 favorite private schools. There are many characteristics of favorite schools, some of which are as follows. First, having many numbers of fans. So the school must set a quota. Second, having smart students. Third, having many academic achievements. And the last one, having complete facilities. In recent years, the existence of these favorite schools has been in spotlight. Now the government sees the existence of favorite schools as not good. They consider this contrary to the Indonesian Constitution, which says that there must be equalization in field of education. On May 30, 2018, Indonesian Ministry of Education and Culture said there should be no favoritism. The mindset of caste and favoritism in such education must be changed. To stop favoritism in education, the government introduced the concept of zoning in the networking of new students. In this concept, there is no requirement that a person must be smart to enter a particular school. This means there is no cleverness test at the time of registration. All students can be accepted into school without having to pass a cleverness test, and this concept applies to all schools, including favorite schools. If the concept of zoning has been fully implemented, then the school will meet all students with different intellectual abilities backgrounds. In one class, we'll study with students who are very smart and who are not smart. We'll meet students who easily capture what is taught and who are hard to catch being taught. This situation, if not handled properly, will cause problems in the learning process of teaching. If the teacher is going to win over students who are less smart or average skilled, then he or she will keep the subject matter accessible to those students. Then very smart students will feel sacrificed. Conversely, if teacher teach at difficulty level and only very smart student can follow properly, then less clever student will be victimized. Here, the professionalism of the teacher is tested. Students who are very smart will usually show boredom in the classroom if the material touch does not accommodate their thinking skills. Once I found they choose not to come to schools because for them studying in a class is not challenging. At the same point, they are forced to make a mistake by trying out the ability of their teacher who is not ready, so as to make the teacher sweat in front of the classroom. Of course, all this is a distraction in the learning process of teaching. There is one form of curriculum that can be applied to deal with students of this particular ability or who are highly intelligent, even though they are still in the same class as the other students. The curriculum question is differentiated curriculum. Differentiated curriculum is a modified way to teach students based on their strengths and weaknesses. This does not mean there is no more equality in learning. The purpose of this curriculum is, as Susan Weinberger put it, giving every student the same learning opportunity, but not teaching everyone in exactly the same way. The concept is only teaching of very smart students is modified so that it can accommodate their thinking abilities. Personally, I've applied differentiated curriculum in my class. It happened in 2004. This year, our school has a very smart student, and never before have we had a student like that. His way of thinking is critical, far beyond his peers. If the exam arrives, in each subject, the student always gets a perfect scores. Looking at this fact, I think that I have to accommodate the way the students think in learning process of teaching. Because otherwise, the problem posed by smart children in the classroom, as I have previously said, will occur. In the learning process, I always give him special questions to solve. If other student has solved 5 questions, then the student is given 7 questions, where other 2 questions are questions with a high level of difficulty, which usually comes out in the national competition or exam. After class, the student and I discuss 2 specific questions. It was done almost every week. It turned out that this was my way of succeeding because he always attend my classes enthusiastically and even helped me to help his friends who are in trouble solving questions. Now he is a doctor who is taking a neurosurgeon degree where only a few people major in Indonesia. Thank you.